Ladies and gentlemen, this is Show on the Road. I was supposed to take my show on the road. Past shirts as I go. However, spend a lot of time writing songs to making videos, finding the places to play. However, did not have the time to play. Always writing songs for my weekly show. Maybe someday write a song, have time, always be unknown. Street corner singer. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this here is called Old Saying. Yesterday I heard an old saying. Don't call me, I'll call you. I told her when I went for an interview. I always heard them telling me that. Like the person who wrote, happy birthday to you. Never had it certified. That's is sung all over the world, in every country. That is the second highest song ever. The most highest song that ever sold is I'm dreaming of a white Christmas by Bing Crosby. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, whoever wrote Happy Birthday to You didn't think that song would ever sell. So they never had it, I guess it's called certified. And you realize the money that person would have made on Happy Birthday to You? Yep, and the highest rated song ever sold was I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas. You never know, ladies and gentlemen, what's going to happen in the future. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is called Cardboard. Oh, what a title of that song. We used to crawl inside of a large cardboard box, pretending that we were tanks. Oh, that don't sound very good. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to change the key on this song now. We'd always ride over bushes, made sure that we had a large, strong, oh baby. I just practiced that before I came here. At the end of Hague Avenue, there used to be a big dirt mound. We would ride our bikes down that street real fast. when we hit that dirt mound, seeing how high we could fly. But when I hit it, I went over the handlebars. I had a wire bag box, or whatever you want to call it. My legs got all tangled up in it. Jeez. Maybe in that sound room they might be able to do something about that song. At the end of Pershing Avenue, ladies and gentlemen, there used to be a sandbank. And what we used to do is we found large cardboard boxes, and we would cut them in half or whatever, and we would slide down that sandbank on the cardboard. In the back of Landry's drugstore, they had a pond, and we used to build a raft. We climbed trees in the back of my neighbor's yard and on his backyard. And ladies and gentlemen, that's what we used to do as kids. We didn't have all this modern stuff out there, folks. We made fun what we had to begin with. So, ladies and gentlemen, now you know what we did as kids. Oh boy, I don't know. I think the magic of that sound box in there. I'm sure they can do something with that song. I'm having fun. It's called Januaries. When we were young, the guys and us, we'd go to January's nightclub. Across the street was the Edge. I was dancing with a nice girl one night at the Edge. My friend said, "Hey, that's Paulie's girl." He would dance with her when he came by. I immediately stopped. That's the way we used to do it when we were kids back then. If driving, well, when the driver didn't make it, we'd have to leave. At January's, the back doors were locked. There was a police sergeant at the door checking IDs. Had great times. Went to Elsa's Lodge, which later became Spumoni's. Could not go in because we didn't have ties to wear. I guess Elsa's Lodge was a high-class place, and, I guess it didn't compare with what places we went to. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this here is Detention. Oh, God. Man, did I spend a lot of days in detention. Back then, they'd make you sit in the corner, facing the corner. And, today, you can't even holler at the kids. Okay. When I was young in junior high, I wrote a note to a friend and called him a dirty basket. When she found it, she gave it to the teacher. Had to go to the principal's office at detention. When I rode my bike back home, my mother said she wanted to know what was the problem, where I had been. When I told her, I was grounded, no allowance. My father was not happy to hear it either. Who turned me in? Well, it was Dorothy. one I took on my first date never went out with her again. That's because she ended up going out with Dan. They broke up after 6 months. And I said, Dan, why did you and Dorothy ever break up? He said, because she was too bossy. So, of course, I thanked him for the favor. Okay, this is Lose. Ugh. I never met someone who hated me the way she hated me. Well, that was it. I don't know what I do or don't, but I'm always wrong. She is Democrat. I'm Republican. She's Catholic. I'm Protestant. I listen to music when I drive. She does not. I like the heat. She does not. We are totally opposites. They say that opposites attract. I always lose. Marriage vows, for better or for worse, richer or poorer, sickness and health, till you know what. I hate that word. Now, I guess some of you people know the marriage vows, and I guess you folks happen to know what the last part of those marriage vows are. Okay, it's called Cane. Hickory dickory dock. I used to run around the block. Now I walk with the cane, I'm happy just the same. Hickory dickory dock. Oh boy, did that take me back. Okay, this is places of business. We want to know why places of business are closing. Please train your employees. How to work that register. Make sure that they know what they're doing. It seems that at some burger place, always getting the orders wrong. The cooks are doing what they want to do correctly. Also, CNAs at nursing homes, they work short and paying not very well. Pay them a little bit better. Places of business. Remember, folks out there, you guys in your White Castles, if you want your places to do better, make sure you train these people on their registers. They know what they're doing. And when they're working, they work. I went to a burger place in East Providence, and I can't say where. And those people, they worked. They didn't holler at each other. They worked. They knew what they were doing. And I'll go there from now on. But you managers out there, you have to know what's going on out there. Okay. Now, this is called Marriage. Wow, boy, wait to hear this one. It seems marriage just drives me that way too. Seems marriage just drives you insane. Forbid if anything happens. Never, because if anything happens, I will never get married again. I tell you, folks, whoever says marriage is great, they've been married for a long time. Hey, don't believe them. Hey, this is Chromebook. I called Xfinity. Bought a modem. They changed the box. Told me $100 charge. I said no. Now the connection was wrong. Came to find out the connection was inserted under my aluminum siding. A new line was installed from the pole to the house. Now having trouble again. The Chromebook was at least 20 or more years old. Received one new for the senior center. Finally back in business. Thank you, Xfinity and the senior center. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if your Chromebook is over 20 years old and, you could have trouble with your internet or your Wi-Fi. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is called Hung. No, I thought I'll just change it to Hanged. In the old West, back in time, if found guilty, you were hung in the square. Say, if you are guilty, you're sent to prison. Now you have a place to sleep, 3 meals a day, outside yard, at a cost, I believe, of $70,000 a year per prisoner. If death penalty, $2 million. If in the West laws happen today, you'd be cut down and charged. You were hung in the town, or a lynch mob would hang you out west someday. Whatever, they would tie that noose around your neck. They'd put you on a horse and slap the horse. That's what they did in the old West. I watched a lot of cowboy movies. And that's what happened. Okay, this here is called just plain Ukulele Bill. I wonder why you work every day. Maybe this year, if things do not get better, maybe I will quit, sell the house, go into a beautiful place, pay 1 check a month, and go to Block Island twice a year. Take walks on nice days. Maybe relax, no bills to pay. Read, maybe play the ukulele. Write no songs. No more Channel 9. No going to stores. No places to hurry to. No more getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go to your job. Take our time. No more lottery. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this one here is called, Things Come Out Better. Okay. Have you ever hoped things would come better? Just to have them go the other way. Well, have you? Well, I have. The secret for that. You may not like it, however, only so the problem, solve it, not wish for anything, wishing and hoping, just let the chips fall. As they may, we cannot change the future. So why drive yourself crazy? Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Now this here is, you folks might not like this song, but, there was a singer out there in the 50s. He was very controversial. I'm not going to mention his name. But this is called New Generation. When I think about doing the things we used to do as kids, I come to realize they were great times. However, at my age now, and my body is the way it is today, could not do those things today. While you are young, the AI, internet, computers, cash, enjoy it now. In the coming years, things will change, and you will enter a new phase of living. You are a man or a woman. Enjoy who you are now. In a generation that's mixed up. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this generation, well, I look at it this way. I went through the 60s. Oh, I mean, what a generation that was. And then what did they do? They put us through a generation, was not the greatest generation. I cannot right now remember the generation that we had in the 70s. Whew. My God. What a generation that was in the 70s. Of course, the 50s were great. The 60s, that was the hippie generation. And but then we went through the bell-bottom generation. And that was another generation that we went through. Then we went through the 80s and the 90s, and the 90s music started changing. Back in 1959, February 16th, was when rock and roll died in a plane crash. But every generation that we went through, it was like it was a whole new phase of living. being born in 1947, I'm 78, and all this AI business and Chromebooks and oh God, I mean, I'm still trying to figure this out, folks. Especially with the McDonald's app out there. I still need help with that every time I go to McDonald's. Well, enough of my talking, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure you got bored listening to me this half hour. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank, of course, Kevin and Caroline for helping me, letting me come out here. And good night, sleep tight, and pleasant dreams to you. Here's a wish and a prayer that every dream comes true. And though it's always sweet sorrow to part, you know you'll always remain in my heart. Good night, sleep tight, and pleasant dreams to you. Here's a wish and a prayer that every dream comes true. And now till we meet again, adios, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen. Good night, folks. And remember, as Lawrence Welk always said, keep a song in your heart. And if you liked today's show, just drop me a little line or something like that. Either you like it or you don't. And if you didn't like it, folks, it won't bother me at all. At 78 years of age, I decided, folks, that I'm done with things that drove me crazy in the past. So take care, folks. Bye-bye.